wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in unused rooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.
When you think water, think Aquamax. Aquamax, healthy drinking water. A product from Californian Beverages.
If a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Mom, this boy is a handful.
As if you were any different.
Then what about a memory? A lifetime of stories. Wash away the dirt and not the memories with Boom Bubble Plus washing powder.
Let the memories fade away.
Boom, and the dirt is gone. Introducing the Smart Kicker from iConnect, the most affordable smartphone on the market. With a forward-focus capable 2-megapixel camera, you can't miss out on any of the action. Over 400 hours of standby battery time and 32 gig external memory. That's more than enough space for all your series, music, pics, apps and games. Get yours today from iConnect for a limited offer of only 499 kwacha, including 300 MB iSpot internet from iConnect. The Smart Kicker, available at iConnect. iConnect, make it happen.
The big day, everybody, and tonight we'll witness history in the making, y'all. Maki 2 all the way from Kukopala versus Slapdizzle my Nizzle. The moment you've all been waiting for. Maki 2 versus Slapdizzle.
Here's what you all been missing. Monster flows, fire flows, Munga mu kitchen. Flavor ikupa so gang you upon a decision. Bigger than us, me and you and the mission.
Down Biggie Man International, you man got yeah, but they have to know. Nobody on the corner got swagger like us, but yeah, the one is bigger than us.
This moment is bigger than us.
Yeah, Tikulako is bigger than us.
Both of us, me and you, is bigger than us. Bigger than us.
Monster Pops are not just big, they're monster big. Try out our Wacky Fusion, Magic Forest, Tongue Painter, and Black Forest. Monster Pops, the biggest pop in town.
Want to just get out of town with your friends and family? Are you having a corporate getaway and have no adequate transport? Then this here is what you need to listen to. A brand new 35-seater Yutong luxury bus is now up for hire at an affordable and negotiable rate. It comes fully equipped with aircon, TV for your relaxation, music soothing your trip, and DVD players to give you variety. Book now by calling 0955 0966 or 977 844 141.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness.
A lovely warm welcome to the Prime TV main news. To present it, my name is Kalan Muchima. A look at the headlines. Ministry of Lands and Council officials linked to illegal land allocation. PF Bangwewulu MP Chifita Matafwali is dead. Zapid releases 200,000 kwacha for disabled children in government schools. And in foreign news, Burundi soldier shot dead by police during protests. Join me shortly for the news in detail just after this. Another Prime TV news in detail. Some Ministry of Lands and Lusaka City Council officials have been accused of being involved in illegal land allocations. The officials, who are said to have connived with the state police last Saturday evening, demolished about 4 houses that were said to have been built on a road reserve. But the affected families have denied having built their houses on illegal land. They say they have proper and legal documentation from the Ministry of Lands and are shocked to be told they are building illegally. Our staff Agrolia Mumba gives us more in the following report.
Ministry of Lands and Lusaka City Council officers have once again been caught up in illegal land dealings. This time around, some government officials are believed to be behind land scandals in Woodlands Chalala area. In this case, despite some Zambians having legal documentation from the Ministry of Lands, they have had their houses razed down on account that the properties in question have been constructed on a road reserve area. Surprisingly, only a few houses have been affected, but other houses have been left out. Those left out include a house for a senior PF and Ministry of Lands official, while ordinary citizens' houses have been brought down by the council. Owners of the affected houses are not happy with the situation.
Why should people, qualified people from Lusaka City Council and Ministry of Land, sink so low with the same guys who are claiming to be PF cadres? I know they are not cadres, because I also claim to be a cadre. And I know what it is. To be a cadre is not harassing people who have been there for 10 years. Yes, and this thing is done selectively. They have chosen 4 houses. And yet, there are people who have built on a red reserve for more than 10 years. Their house has still existing. Why have they chosen us?
They are not fearing. I wish Michael Sata is alive. I wish Michael Sata is alive. They cannot act like the way they are acting. That man, to tell the truth, was a man of action. May his soul rest in peace. And God must keep the soul of that man. Mr. Sata was a man of action. I'm telling you. So please, my appeal is, could you please, Edgar Lungu, follow the step of Michael Sata? We trust you. We trust you. We know that you are following the step of Sata. Please don't let these thugs to act like the way they're acting.
Not portraying a good behavior to us, the young ones. It's a very wicked behavior. And if they're doing it because of money, there are a lot of forms of getting money, not vandalizing other people's properties.
As the owners of the houses were still giving their side of the story to Prime TV, a group of people driving a minibus arrived at the same area where the houses were demolished with a view to sell the plots in question. Those were actually land agents who were allocating the affected plots to an employee of a named local bank, whom they wanted to sell the plot to at a cost of over 150,000 kwacha. He later abandoned the deal upon learning of the numerous dealings and called for stiffer penalties against those involved in illegal land dealings.
To coming up with policies?
Yeah, I think the government should come up with laws that are very, very tough, so that all perpetrators that are persecuting people that are buying genuine land or people that are crooking people should be brought to book. Because imagine, there are people that have retired and they've gotten benefits, then at the end of the day are swindled money. It's very unfortunate.
With such cartels composed of Ministry of Land and Council officers being involved in illegal land allocations, one wonders whether illegal land allocation will ever be sorted out in this country. Reporting for Prime TV News, I'm Gloria Mumba in Lusaka.
The Public Service Management Division has launched the Public Service Records Management Policy aimed at improving record keeping. Acting Secretary to the Cabinet, Peter Kasanda, says in the past, keeping of records was a challenge, but with computerization, this would improve. Mr. Kasanda says there is need for government officials to acquaint themselves with the skills needed in computing and keeping of records. He says government structures should review the process of record management to create jobs and capacity building. Mr. Kasanda was speaking at the launch of the Public Service Records Management Policy in Lusaka.
Government has noted high levels of attrition of registered staff in public service as registered staff change careers within the public service. This situation has not only robbed the registers of staff and experience, leading to ineffective and inefficient provision of registered services in the public service. In order to address this challenge, government, in line with this policy, will review the organizational structure of the records management function so as to make it responsive to current environmental factors.
National Revolution Party NRP President Cosmo Mumba has appealed against Anti-Corruption Commission's move to rubbish his demands for ACC Director General Roswin Wandi to resign. Dr. Mumba says he did not address his appeal to ACC Board for action by Director General and wondered why the decision had to be taken by the Commission. He has charged that the Commission has suffered from a delusion that it is consistent and competent when in fact not. Dr. Mumba says he will not be intimidated by threats he has been receiving that he should stop demanding for Roswin Wandi's resignation. He was speaking after he presented his letter of appeal to ACC over refusal to have Director General Roswin Wandi fired. Daniel Tonga now brings us more in the following report.
The battle demanding for ACC Director Roswin Wandi to step down is not over. What started small has now become big. NRP President Dr. Cosmo Mumba was again at ACC headquarters to launch an appeal against ACC's board ruling to have Ms. Roswin Wandi continue in office. This ruling by ACC board has not gone unchallenged, and this fight might not just die a natural death.
I did not write to the chairperson of ACC. I wrote to the Director General. Why is the Director General scared to respond to me? I didn't write to the Commission. Why did the entire Commission have to sit? Why didn't they sit and have a press conference when the letter they wrote to the President, His Excellency President Edgar Changwa, leaked to the Post? They had time to respond to the Post. Why didn't they respond? But to me, they wrote me a letter. I received a copy of the letter. I have it. Now I saw their press statement. There was a press briefing. And I want to tell Anti-Corruption Commission that I have nothing to hide. And therefore, I'm not scared of any prosecution.
In his attempt to have Ms. Wandi fired, Dr. Mumba has received threats by those siding with Ms. Wandi. And amidst all this, Dr. Mumba says he will not be intimidated by such threats.
I'm not scared. Why should the whole commission sit to discuss me when they did not discuss the letter full-paged from the Post that leaked the information that Kaiser Zulu had solicited for such amount of money and he got such amount of money to secure an appointment to meet the president. I'm aware that they've started witch hunting against me, Bowman Lusambo, and other people that are against the stay, the continued stay of them. And we are not scared because they've threatened in their document that they are taking me to court. Why are they delayed?
The battle that started small is now getting bigger by each day that comes, and one is interested to see this to its logical conclusion. For Prime TV News, Daniel Tonga, Lusaka.
The European Union in Zambia has noted that Zambia's border posts are too porous, hence attracting illegal migrants into the country so easily. EU head of a political section in charge of the affairs, Rune Skenbach, says according to the EU's assessments, it has reviewed that most border posts are not adequately resourced to cater for longer-term needs of vulnerable migrants. Mr. Skenbach explains that most border posts are without equipment, accommodation facilities and specialized knowledge of first-line officers manning such border posts. Mr. Skenbach said this at Pamozi Hotel in Lusaka during the regional conference on anti-human trafficking. And speaking earlier, United Nations resident coordinator George Okeche called for a comprehensive and well-resourced effort with a particular focus on addressing the protection needs of vulnerable migrants and refugees.
Furthermore, by signing the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, states have obligated themselves to ensure rights of children are protected within their country. Children, also non-national children, have a right to shelter, food, health care, education, and protection against violence and abuse. States are obliged to respect, protect, and fulfill human rights. Each human right has a specific content and claim. They are not just abstract slogans.
Since December 2012, the EU has contributed to the joint efforts of UNICEF, IOM, and UNHCR to combat human trafficking and exploitation with a particular focus on vulnerable migrants, such as unaccompanied or separated children. The EU contribution amounts to approximately 14 million Zambian dollars. The 3-year program, which we are currently financing, builds on the existing efforts of the government of Zambia and UN agencies to address vulnerability and to increase protection for children and other persons of concern at high risk of trafficking and exploitation because of their migration status.
Meanwhile, Republican Vice President Inonge Wina says Zambia attaches great importance to the security of the country. Ms. Wina says Zambia will continue to partner with other countries in the SADC and COMESA region to ensure that peace is maintained. She further announced that Zambia has signed a number of protocols all related to peace building in the region. Ms. Wina has meanwhile condemned any acts of human trafficking, saying this is a serious criminal offense which should attract stiff punishment.
My government's ratification of the UN Protocol on Human Trafficking and the subsequent domestication of the same through enactment of the Anti-Human Trafficking Act number 11 of 2008 demonstrates Zambia's commitment to addressing all issues affecting persons in migratory situations. My government stands ready to cooperate with other players in ensuring that the child on the move is well protected.
This is Prime TV's main news. We go for our first commercial. Do join me shortly for more news just after this. Stay with us.
It starts with a single seed. Patience. attention to detail.
I'ma sip it up. Everybody sipping, I'ma sip my hell.
It's here. I'ma sip my hell. Eat well, drink well, feel good.
Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in our newsrooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.
When you think water, think Aquamax. Aquamax, healthy drinking water. A product from Californian Beverages.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch. Fun. Style. Freshness. Great taste. It's here. It's fun. It looks cool. And it tastes great. Are you ready?
Shake, 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 shake and sip.
Introducing Shake and Sip, the new irresistibly smooth fruity milk.
Welcome back. We continue with the rest of the news. Patriotic Front PF Bangwewulu, Member of Parliament Chifita Matafwali, has died. Mr. Matafwali died in India Wednesday afternoon, where he went to seek specialized treatment. The development has been confirmed to Prime TV by PF Media Director Brian Hapunda. Mr. Hapunda says the party has been robbed of a selfless senior member and parliamentarian. According to the law, the seat is expected to be filled up in the next 3 months, meaning a by-election is looming in Bangwewulu constituency. Zambia Agency for Persons with Disabilities Director of Research Muya Muya says the agency has released 200,000 kwacha for disabled children in government schools. Mr. Muya says the money has already been distributed in all the 10 provinces meant to cater for this term. He says most disabled children in schools have a challenge in paying tuition fees, and this will help them. Mr. Muya was speaking in an interview with Prime TV News in Lusaka. He adds that those in need of money should visit their offices in their respective provinces for any help. Mr. Muya has disclosed that each province has received about 20,000 kwacha for the exercise.
I want to make mention that as the agency we have released 200,000 kwacha. This money is meant for persons with disabilities in various parts of this country to access education. When we talk about education, we are talking about primary, and secondary education. This level of support is available in each and every province. So what we've dispersed to each province is 20,000 kwacha, and if you do times 10 provinces, that gives you 200,000 kwacha. So I want to encourage our parents out there who have children with disabilities, and these children with disabilities have been pushed out of school due to non-payment of school fees, especially at secondary level. They can visit all our provincial offices.
Deputy Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry, Miles Sampa, has charged that a proper measurement system in trade, safety and environmental issues can help bring about development. Mr. Sampa says there is need to create a platform to raise awareness on the critical need of accurate and reliable measurement system in trade, safety and environment. He was speaking at the function to commemorate World Meteorological Day in Lusaka. Mr. Sampa says future developmental ideas and success all hinge on how well institutions harness resources that enable them to effectively provide quality light. He says that the importance of light socially and economically cannot be overemphasized. Mr. Sampa says economic activities in Zambia and abroad in light-based technologies are beneficial to the well-being of societies.
In celebrating this year's World Meteorology Day, the focus is on the importance of light in our lives and the accuracy to which we can measure. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to take this opportunity to congratulate the Zambia Bureau of Standards and Zambia Weights and Measures Agency for the valuable role they have played in facilitating the growth of our national economy. Further, I wish to encourage all stakeholders to utilize the various available services provided by these two institutions. May I also commend the government of the Republic of Zambia and all our cooperating partners for the investment in equipment, resources, and expertise for the positive growth of local meteorology.
Losing Chawama constituency UPND candidate Charles Kaswela says he expects winning candidate Lawrence Sichalwe to represent the people of Chawama constituency adequately. Mr. Kaswela says Mr. Sichalwe must prioritize bettering the living standards of people in the constituency as opposed to being dormant in parliament. He notes that so far Mr. Sichalwe has not shown any signs of a good leader, as he has not even gone to the constituency to thank the people who voted for him and the PF as a whole. Mr. Kaswela has since called on all UPND supporters to regroup and start preparing for the 2016 general elections. He says all UPND members should redirect their energies towards strengthening the party. Mr. Kaswela said this in an interview with Prime TV News in Lusaka.
People are suffering in Chawama. There's nothing happened. But I'm telling the Chawama people that we made a mistake of voting people who doesn't have action. People that when you vote for them, they go into office, they forget about you. Not long ago, I mentioned this. I mentioned things like when they come, they go and they forget. And this is what is happening exactly. Sichalwe was voted into office by the Chawama people forcibly, not willingly. Forcibly, the Chawama people voted for Sichalwe. Where is Sichalwe today? If Sichalwe come in the open to thank even the people, even just to come and just say, this is what I'm doing and this is what I want to do for you. Has he given the Chawama people any program? Nothing at all. CK is saying, let's get back to a drawing board. 2016 is around the corner. And I'm saying thank you very much for the little votes that you gave me.
Another break. When we do come back, we look at what's making headlines in international news.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Mom, can I help you to cook?
No. Remember what I always tell you? Wash your hands.
Okay. Dad, this is a germ-free zone. Go wash your hands.
Good personal hygiene is important at all times. That's why medical experts recommend Romeo Plus medicated soap. It eradicates over 97% of harmful germs. Healthy families use Romeo Plus medicated soap. Romeo Plus medicated soap. Love, care, protect.
Shake, 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 shake and sip. Shake,
Delicious and healthy for you and your family. Nutrition and density. Your food is tasty, yeah.
Yonzu na yowama yotelela mushi ilina ma flavor yosiyana yonseni ya bwino anso ibasa mpamvu osataya ndawi yesa shake and see yokumwana banjana anzako osibasako ambuye na magolo ako ilimbisa tu ikondwesa ana osataya ndawi yesa shake and see.
Shake and sip when fresh meets fruity.
It's now time for international news. A soldier in Burundi has been shot dead by a policeman during a demonstration in the capital, Bujumbura. A witness told the BBC the soldier was hit by accident after police started shooting at demonstrators. Protests against President Pierre Nkurunziza's third-term bid have continued despite a ban. There have been weeks of attention in Burundi after Mr. Nkurunziza said he would be a candidate in June's election. The shooting happened in the Nyakambia district of Bujumbura. Police eventually withdrew from parts of the neighborhood, leaving the army to restore order. The BBC's Andrew Harding reports from the city. There has not been any easy relationship between the army and the police, with the police resenting the army's tolerant attitude towards the protests, reports Al Jazeera correspondent. Migrants found by the BBC last week drifting off the coast of Thailand have been rescued by Indonesian fishermen. In a significant change, Malaysia and Indonesia agreed to offer temporary shelter to 7,000 stranded migrants. Thailand also said it would no longer push back the stranded boats. Nearly 3,000 Bangladesh and Rohingya migrants have come to shore in recent weeks, but many have been turned away. Malaysia's Foreign Minister Hanifa Aman announced the policy change after emergence talks in Kuala Lumpur with his Indonesian and Thai counterparts on the growing humanitarian crisis. Thailand earlier failed to join its neighbors in their commitment to shelter the migrants, but later said it too would no longer push back boats stranded in its territorial waters. It also said it would continue to provide humanitarian assistance. For more on these and other stories, we join Al Jazeera.
Emergency meeting in Malaysia has offered a small breakthrough in the humanitarian crisis confronting thousands of migrants stranded at sea in Southeast Asia. Malaysia and Indonesia say they will offer temporary shelter to the migrants provided resettlement takes place within the year. A Palestinian man who drove his car into a crowd in East Jerusalem has been shot dead by Israeli police. He was said to be driving towards a group of border patrol officers. 2 Israeli officers were wounded in the incident. Burundi's President Pierre Nkurunziza has delayed parliamentary elections by 1 week. Next month's presidential election is expected to go ahead as planned. Police have fired tear gas at protesters, demanding Nkurunziza drops his bid for a 3rd term in office. US President Barack Obama is said to have plans to speed up weapons supplies and training to Iraqi tribes so they can take on ISIL fighters. Iraqi security forces have deployed tanks and artillery around the city of Ramadi to recapture it from ISIL. And Shia militias are at a nearby base preparing for an offensive. The Secretary General of the United Nations says North Korea has withdrawn an invitation for him to enter the country without giving an explanation. Ban Ki-moon would have become the first UN chief to visit North Korea in more than 2 decades. He was due to go to the Kaesong Industrial Zone, which is a complex of factories inside North Korea that is jointly run with the South. Fighting in Syria's Idlib province has intensified around a hospital in the city of Jish al-Shugur. The government has parachuted in reinforcements in a bid to reach the hospital, where at least 250 Syrian army officers and soldiers are under siege.
Well, that foreign roundup brings us to the end of the main news. But before we go, a look at the headlines once again. Ministry of Lands and Council officials linked to illegal land allocation. PF Bangwewulu MP Chifita Matafwali is dead. Zapid releases 200,000 for disabled children in government schools. In international news, Burundi soldier shot dead by police during protests. For these items and others, you can still log on to our website on www.ptvzambia.com for a full version of this news. Indeed, on behalf of the entire studio and technical crew, my name is Kalan Muchima. Thank you so much for your company. Keep watching Prime TV. Bye-bye.
When you think water, think Aquamax. Aquamax, healthy drinking water. A product from Californian Beverages.
If a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Mom, this boy is a handful.
As if you were any different.
Then what about a memory? And I'll say, a lifetime of stories. Wash away the dirt and not the memories with Boom Bubble Plus washing powder.
Let the memories fade away.
Boom, and the dirt is gone.
You see, I have never fought with a lion. I have never hunted through the forest in pursuit of food. But I do have the fighting spirit. Because for decades, my people fought for freedom. And in 1964, we won. I love to do the Fwemba, the Kalela, the Kwasa Kwasa. I wear Chitenge. So does my girlfriend. I eat crisps, not crisps. I love Nsima, Kapenta, Chihuahua, Delele. and I'm proud to be Zambian.
iConnect, celebrating 50 years of Zambia's independence. Hashtag only for Z. iConnect, make it happen.
It starts with a single seed. Patience. Dedication. Attention to detail.
I'ma sip, sip, sip it up. Everybody sipping, I'ma sip my hell.
It's here. I'ma sip my hell. Eat well, drink well, feel good.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch. Fun. Style. Freshness. Great taste. It's here. It's fun. It looks cool. And it tastes great. Are you ready?
Shake, 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 shake and sip.
Introducing Shake and Sip, the new irresistibly smooth fruity milk.
Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in unused rooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.
Tune to Joy FM 10.